Read this tweet to you, or this telegram, or whatever the fuck it is. And at first I was like, well, this is just some rantings of a lunatic. No one is going to believe this. So let me read it to you, and then I'm going to tell you what the fuck happened. It begins and ends in Dallas. Negative 48 said he will be in Dallas November 2nd for it to all be revealed to the world. He also said that as of midnight the 2nd, the world will go back to the Julian calendar. Totally, that's going to happen. Thus, the date will go back to October 20th, that we will have 2 Halloweens. JFK Sr., who is 104 years old if he were alive, Jackie and JFK Jr. will be reintroduced to the world. You know, JFK Jr., who died in a plane crash like 30 years ago. Apparently, they're all going to be reintroduced to the world. JFK Sr. will travel around for 7 days, a week to remember, and then will pass. Well, that sucks for him. He lived to be 104 years old in secret, only to reveal himself to the world and then die after a week. Bogus. JFK Sr. will be brought back and showed to the world on 11/2 in Dallas, where he was shot at the grassy knoll at Dealey Plaza. The beginning and the end. JFK Sr. will transfer power to Donald Trump. You know, because JFK Sr. is the president, and the president can just like give the power to whoever they want to, regardless of the votes of the people. That's just how our system works, folks. And JFK Jr. will be Trump's vice president. That's right, JFK Jr. gonna return from the dead, be the vice president, because Trump can just pick anybody as the vice president. We don't have to elect anybody. Fuck democracy. Going to be biblical, I know, right? So biblical. Kennedys are the Jesus bloodline. Oh, snap. Awesome. Greatest show on earth of all time. Hey, you're still in my lines. This is the greatest show, motherfuckers. Time for us crazy people to be vindicated. Yeah, they were totally vindicated, folks. You know how this ended. You know this happened, and they have been totally vindicated. Gonna show you in a second. It's true. God is good. Totally good. Love Trump and the Kennedys. Definitely not a cult. So you might be thinking, hey, these are just the rantings of an insane person on like Telegram or some shit. No one's listening to these people. No one is going to go there and expect this to happen. You would be wrong. Here at Dealey Plaza, where hundreds of QAnon supporters have gathered, expecting JFK Jr. to reveal himself, where his father was assassinated. JFK Jr. died in a plane crash in 1999. Here they are, folks. Hundreds showed up, waiting for 104-year-old John F. Kennedy and his dead son to show up and transfer the presidency to Donald Trump. Trump, Kennedy, where we go one, we go all. So apparently where they're going is to the grave, because that's where Kennedy is. And they have 2020, it's 2021. What the fuck, dude? Apparently they're going to bring a time machine with them, because that fits into the reality they're living in right now. And here they are. A pretty steady rainfall has driven a big part of the group to cover, but the lost hardcore QAnon adherents are still standing. Here they are, taking shelter with a group of folks who seem to believe that Trump will walk into the White House as president tomorrow morning. Definitely not a cult. Definitely not mentally ill.
Tonight it is it.
I believe it.
I have another piece of information.
Oh, sure.
November 3rd at 1:30 a.m., which should be about 2.5 hours after the concert, Trump is flying into the White House at 1:30 a.m. Why?
Woo! These completely sane human individuals, they know what's up. A lot of women in this stupid cult. So anyway, folks, save the best for last. This is a real human being in America. This is what we've become. God damn it.
I can only speak for myself, okay? I don't want to speak for a whole movement. I can only speak for myself. I am here because I believe at 11:55, JFK Jr. will be our new vice president, and President Trump will be our president. They will get that from a very much, at the time, on January 9th, the Insurrection Act was signed by President Trump, and in doing so, he could return the office, he could hand it over to a former president, and he handed it over to President John F. Kennedy. He did not die that day. And on my Q-mobile, if you go out there, you'll see a picture of President Trump and President John F. Kennedy, September 11, 2020, at the Pennsylvania Fields. And there's a picture on that calendar of them.
JFK would have been like 103.
He's 103.
Okay.
And so Trump turned over the presidency to him via the Insurrection Act. I believe, I won't speak for the whole movement, I believe that at 11:55, President Kennedy, via some way, because JFK Jr.
Kennedy Sr., Kennedy Jr.
Kennedy Sr. will turn over the presidency. On my card also, you will see two statements from Vice President John F. Kennedy.
Vice President?
Yes,
Okay.
because our country was stolen from us in 1871 and we were made a corporation. Our last president of our republic was Grant. Okay? So Trump will be 19th president. JFK Jr. is 19th. It's already happened.
It's already happened.
This is already.
It's already happened, folks. It's already happened. They've already moved the power back to Trump. You know, all the president has to do is sign an insurrection act, and then they can just make whoever they want to. As long as it has to be a former president. They can't just be anybody, because that would be crazy. It has to be a former president. So Trump just said, hey, I want the dead 103-year-old John F. Kennedy to be president. And he just made Kennedy the president, because that's real life. And now Kennedy's just going to make him the president back. Who cares about democracy? Who cares about our votes? It doesn't matter. Dictatorship. It's amazing. So good God, y'all. What the fuck? So you might be wondering, what did they think when none of this happened? Were they like, oh, well, we were obviously stupid as dog shit. I can't believe we believe that crazy nonsense. I'm so embarrassed that now I realize the error of my ways. No, of course not. They asked one of the women that was there, how will she react when the former president and his dead son do not show up? To which she responded, we'll figure that something happened in the plan that made it not safe to do it. If it doesn't go down how I believe it will, that's okay. We'll figure it just wasn't the right time. Yep. Never learn the error of their ways. Never admit they're wrong. They just double down and kick the can down the road, move the goalpost, and keep the delusion going. Just hard to believe this is real life. Hard to believe this is not a troll. But these people are fucking real. They really believe this crazy ass shit.